you should be the one to see the good days because you was with him during so many bad days.
Don't you ever believe what comes out of a woman's mouth.
Marriage and love is a choice. And if you make this choice, you're going to have to work at your relationship every day.
You do not have to stick around, sit around, and undergo their hard times with them.
Ever believe a woman's story in her marriage.
I asked him for a selfie and he sent me a shirtless gym selfie, and I'm looking for a husband, and that doesn't seem like husband material for me. You are the problem.
Welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get into this.
Some of you women are so unreasonable. All these groups that people think are secret, that are 100% not secret, that you're posting all your shit your man in there for, you gotta quit. You gotta quit. You're making us all normal folk look crazy. I saw a woman in there today. She literally made a post that said, I asked him for a selfie and he sent me a shirtless gym selfie, and I'm looking for a husband, and that doesn't seem like husband material for me. What would you guys do? I think I'm gonna block him. And half the women responded that they would block him. What in the mental health are we doing? You are the problem. You are what is making us normal folk look crazy.
We agree.
What do you mean it's a red flag? You sent your shirtless gym selfie? The red flag ain't the hearts around your faces or the halo or the fact you've been married 3 times? Oh, back child support.
Safe. We don't want safe, we want toxic.
That ain't a problem? I mean, what in the Temu dating app are we doing here? This is insane. Look, I'm alright with some high standards now, but don't keep moving the goalposts. I mean, you want to clear and track men? Go find them on Temu, because that's all you're gonna get. Girls, do better.
Yeah, she's right. They're delusional. They're the ones controlling the market and always talk about how they're struggling. Oh, men are like this. You deleted a man for posting a gym selfie without a shirt on. Like, that man probably wanted to show he's working hard on his body, which he thought you would take that into consideration and say, wow, I got a man who's a worker. He's trying. And you know what's foul? You know what's wild? I bet he probably was the guy that they would date. But you're even dating the guy, you're even judging the guys that you would date and saying they're toxic. What a men to do.
So many men in my comments have commented this exact thing. Don't get married as a solution to divorce. This is a cop-out. Before giving up, before you even start, you should focus on cultivating your relationship and working together. You can look for solution-based approaches to help your relationship and also seek couples therapy to attack the issues at hand and fight for a happy life. Marriage and love is a choice. And if you make this choice, you're going to have to work at your relationship every day, but it will be so much more rewarding than just giving up and not experiencing it at all.
Yeah, see, guys will rather give up. Why? Because they're not willing. You're not willing yourself. I take that back. You may be willing, but you're one out of hundreds of millions. And say if you're half the population or a little bit more, right? Say you're 55% of the population. If 20% of you are not willing, or most likely more, don't we have a problem on our hands? There's a problem. That's why men realize it's smart. I did a video on this yesterday. To live a life of being single, or not just single, solace, right? Nobody around. Away from everything, right? Somewhere where people don't speak my language. Away from everybody. Away from all of you ladies. Possibly can get a lady out there. Guys are really thinking this way now. Why? Because divorce. I mean, we will have some hope when things change, because I heard they're going to do away with no fault divorce, but still not enough. Always looking for a way out. So why should a guy not find a way out, right?
I trying to be a ride or die. Most men don't even acknowledge the girl that was with him at his lowest, the one that weathered certain storms with him. Because when he up or doing better in life, he gonna go spend those days with somebody who has no knowledge of where he came from or what he's been through. That's just gonna make you angry, bitter, resentful. It's gonna have you harboring a bunch of negative emotions because...
Now, are you doing this for the everyday Joe Schmo? You probably are. You probably have a guy that's not appreciative, that doesn't understand anything. Try somebody else, right? Try somebody who wants you instead of going for guys who want nothing to do with you, and give your all to that man. Want to know why? You know what it triggers when you're giving your all to a man, the right man? It triggers a love that you will never understand. You think your love is deep. Men love even deeper. We can't help it because when we do it without emotions involved. We do it with our mind, and when our mind goes into it, our heart goes into it even much deeper. So a man will love you, and you're like, wow, he's infatuated with me, but not really infatuated. He's giving you all of his time. He will always want you around. Go for somebody who cares.
You're going to feel like that should be you. You should be the one to see the good days because you was with him during so many bad days. You are literally going to feel like he owes you something because you sat and you invested so many tears, so much time. You went through a lot of pain, a lot of heartache, a lot of betrayal, struggled with him. You went the whole 9 yards. But honestly, that was your choice. You had a choice to leave and you had a choice to stay. Like, it is literally best to let people figure life out. You do not have to stick around, sit around, and undergo their hard times with them. You also have to understand, just because you are willing to stay with somebody during their hard times, that don't mean that they're obligated to stay with you when they're in their good times. Everybody got free will to do what they want. So I'm just telling you, don't sit there and put yourself through that. Separate, enjoy life, live your life, and if it's meant to be, it'll come back together. But I see so many girls literally ruin themselves because they went and they sat through somebody's hard times, and then that person is nowhere to be found when they're up. It's like a bad investment. Don't invest into people that way. Please don't. If anything, become that girl that meets somebody when they're up, so you can enjoy everything without sitting there harboring all this anger, all this bitterness, all this resentment. Baby, You pretty, you young, you in your prime. Enjoy life. Don't go through nobody's struggles with them. Baby, weather your own storms.
Yeah, that was a little off because she said, meet somebody when they're up. Like, no, you have to go through it with the guy. She's wrong. You have to go through it with the right guy. My wife is going through it with me right now. I'm the right guy. You can find the right guy at a young age. The guy that's pouring his all into you, see what he's about. Then come back.
So I was talking to a male friend of mine the other day, and he told me that women don't apologize and women can't be held accountable. And I began to really think deeply about this idea. And one of the things that came across my mind is, in the last 9 months or so of me being in my private practice, I have myself experienced many women, whether they came in as a couple or they came by themselves, they very abruptly discontinued their therapy. And I started to reflect and really think, what was going on here? And I noticed that after I had to confront them about something, I had to bring to their attention something they were doing that wasn't contributing to the health of the relationship, they became very defensive and very, just very harsh. And
They don't want to be held accountable.
Bingo.
She held them accountable. Very few ladies would say, thank you so much. I needed that. You actually fixed my marriage. Talk to me. Somebody talk to me. But most would rather drop her.
And they stopped coming. And even though the husband would continue to come, he made it very clear that, yeah, she won't apologize. She thinks you're wrong. She thinks you're taking my side. And I began to really reflect, like, oh my gosh, is it true that women don't apologize? Is it that women struggle with being held accountable? I'd love your thoughts on this. Me personally, I think it has to do with a person's level of emotional maturity. What do you think?
I have been trained, very strongly trained by my mentor, to never believe a woman's story in her marriage. I cannot tell you the amount of times.
This is great. I'm gonna let it play after this. I'm not gonna say anything. This is great because there's multiple therapists saying this, and I believe he's gonna play them all. But that shows there's an issue. Pay attention, ladies. Pay attention.
That I have gotten sucked into a woman's story because we are so convincing. We are so manipulative. We know how to dramatize and exaggerate the circumstances and experiences in the marriage to suck someone in, to feel sorry for us, to validate us in our victim story, and have even really no awareness to question that story from a woman and try to understand, well, what would the husband say, or what's his experience, though, what's his side of the story. And we bring that into therapy. So like I said, I can't tell you how many times over 10 years that I got sucked into a woman's story, and my mentor had to help me break through my cognitive dissonance and get back to the fundamental truth that I know. I've gotten so much better. It's very rare that happens now, but it can still happen because we are so convincing. It's just like, it would almost be blasphemy to not believe some of the things a woman says. And oh my gosh, I'm so sorry you have to.
Filthy liar.
That's terrible, baby. He's not a good man. We are so convincing. And I've also had the pleasure over the years where I've worked with a woman. She has a strong story of her husband and how he can be aggressive or controlling and a narcissist. And she paints this story. And then I've had the pleasure to actually meet her husband, because she's tried to, we always want our husbands to change. So it's interesting. Women will convince their husbands to take my men's course, which is interesting because of what I teach men in that course, which is about all our woman ways and how men have to take their power back. But I've met these husbands, and I meet them, and it's like,
I say, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
oh my gosh, I can't believe she has this story of this man, because they're the typical good man, just loves their wife, is caring, is confused about how they're always wrong and can't be right. And when I meet the husband, it doesn't add up at all with the woman's story of him. So
Wow.
therapists are not trained to break through the stories of a woman. And because they're already biased, they already have that gender bias to believe and take on the perceptions of the woman and have that prejudice towards men, they get sucked in. And here's the thing, is that the very same tactics we use as women in a marriage to manipulate our husbands and brainwash them to believe they are the problem are the same manipulative tactics that we use to draw a therapist into our story and get the therapist on our side. We're using the same tactics, and then the therapist gets brainwashed into believing the man is the problem. I've had several female clients over the years who very quickly trusted me because I didn't buy into their stories, and I called them out on it. I have one client in particular, I will never forget my first conversation with her. She reached out to me. She had this big story about her husband. He never pays me any attention. He doesn't validate me. He doesn't even compliment me ever. He never even says, I love you. And she had this whole story, but she was also sharing, but I know I have these behaviors and this is how I show up. And this is a very high powered woman with a very successful business. And she gets done telling her story. And I knew I had to be totally direct with her to gain her trust, to gain her respect. And I told her point blank, the problem is your husband is terrified of you.
He's cooking our garbage.
Because you are such, pardon my language, because you are such a
emotional damage.
And I didn't mean it mean, and I didn't mean it judgmentally. I was just telling it to her straight. And also knowing the own experience of myself as a woman and the women that I had worked with. And her jaw dropped open, and I didn't know what was going to come out next. But she just looked at me and she said, thank
You heard the therapist. City Boys up 1,000. Ball up top.
No, I've seen that before. I've reacted to it, but you see many therapists. These were just two. I'm sure you've seen in the past. I saw another black therapist say she's no longer doing therapy. She's coaching now. And you know what? And I saw another therapist say it as well. I saw many therapists share the same thoughts, and they all said women need real help. They're not getting the help going to therapy. All they do is manipulate the situation. They can't be helped because they go there, brainwash, and then when you don't take their side, they turn against you. So what they're doing now is, if you want to get real help, because that's the key, real help, they're not getting at therapy. You have to go for coaching, right? Because they saw that's the only way they were going to be able to help somebody. Not therapy, not you sitting down talking to me, trying to manipulate me, trying to get me to take your side, but actually me coaching you and helping you get better. And she's doing this for regular women as well that struggle through life. I saw them say that they're taking on regular clients as well that need help, that need to get further. Maybe baby mamas who have 8 kids, right? Because they're a woman like that. Something's wrong there. It really is. Dating coaches, they want to coach them to get better in life. I think they need help. That's good they're starting to do that.
A guy that I was dating didn't have a car, and I had money in my savings, and I really wanted to spend more time with him, and I was sick of driving everywhere. So I bought him just a little runaround car. It was $1,000 plus $1,000 to register it, so $2,000. And about a month after I bought it for him, he said, "You should have looked for a $3,000 car because the car you bought me is a piece of shit."
That's wild. The man obviously didn't appreciate her. Seriously, I gotta call a spade. I gotta call a spade a spade. He didn't appreciate her, and she should most likely find somebody that appreciates her, because he's probably gonna leave. As soon as the wind blows in, he's gone and looking for the next lady. It's men like that, it's women like that, and it's men like that as well. And you may have found that guy.
I don't know what delusional world you hoes live in, man. You can't say you ready for a relationship when you arched over on your story. That shit don't go together. I don't know who the f*** did. Come on, brother.
He's right. I'm ready for a relationship. Oh, booty sticking out, shaking it a little bit, like what? You ready for thirst traps? Seriously, when you see something like that, walk on by. That song's famous for walk, 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 walk on by. Only you like. Seen that song too. Seen the one with Slick Rick. Doom, ch, 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 doom, doom, ch, 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 ch. Play that song. Walk on by. Keep walking.
I was discussing with a man, and I was like, yeah, men have no business being on social media. Like, it's okay if you delete yours. And he proceeded to say, but then you wouldn't be able to receive any story likes from me. And he stumped me. I don't know what I want anymore. I literally don't. I'm like, oh, true. And those keep me going. So I don't really know what to believe in.
Oh, man. The airheadedness. Such an airhead.
This guy got a text from his ex-girlfriend Grace saying, "Hey, can we talk? I really miss you." Took a screenshot straight away and sent it to his friend Teddy, who said, "Do not respond." I don't know what to say. Nothing. We went over this. If she texts you, you say nothing. I don't want to be rude. She broke your heart. That is more rude. I'm not saying I want to get back together, but I'm curious what she has to say. Have you lost your mind? She's an evil witch and will put you under her spell. His ex-girlfriend says, "Can I come over?" Text Teddy saying she wants to come over. Stop. Remember your training. You know what to do. I know I shouldn't respond, but I kind of want to see her. Don't let me talk to her again, no matter what she says. That's what you said to me. Maybe I was being dramatic. You dated her for 5 years and then she dumped you a day before your wedding. Do you remember how that felt?
I said, wait a minute. Wait
Wait a minute. Yeah, that kind of sucked, but that was over a month ago. Listen to me. We knew this day would come. Obviously, she regrets dumping you, but don't let her back into your life. Okay, you're right. His ex-girlfriend says, I'm just gonna come over. She's just coming over. What? Okay, don't panic. We went over this too. We did? Yeah, if she wants to see you, you respectfully decline. Oh yeah, I don't know if I can do that. What if she gets mad? You can do it. This is the final step in your breakup training. What if she gets really mad? I believe in you. What if she wants me back? You are ready, young grasshopper. His ex-girlfriend says, you there? He replies to her saying, hey, are you home? Yeah. Oh great, I'm almost at yours, so excited to see you. Teddy says, trust your training. He replies to his ex saying, wait, I'm sorry, but I do not think it's smart for us to see each other at this time. Excuse me? I'm respectfully declining to see you. Are you serious? Yes, please do not text again. You are ready, young grasshopper. What? Good work. Teddy, this is you. You are correct. This was your final test. I changed Grace's number to my work number. Are you insane? Your breakup training is complete. Now you're ready to be single. Congratulations. What the heck? Yeah, he passed the test.
Wow.
His girlfriend Grace saying, hey.
That's crazy.
Women lie. Don't believe her. Fellas, do not let that soft voice, her pretty smile, her good smell, the way that she walks, the way that she does what she does, her feminine energy, her feminine nature, do not let that you. Don't you ever believe what comes out of a woman's mouth. Now, I'm not saying you need to approach all women like they lying. I'm not saying that you need to call her a liar, but take everything she says with a grain of salt. Don't believe what women say out their mouth. Watch what they do. They words lie, but the actions never lie. Once you see it, don't try to trick your mind to think that it's something else. Believe what you see. Don't listen to nothing that you hear. Believe what you see. Believe her actions and watch how she carry herself. That will save you from so much pain and so much heartbreak. I promise you.
Yeah, man, you got to be careful out there, because especially when you're young, because that's when you can be swayed and led to any which way that she chooses, and they'll do that. They'll literally see who they can pick with and who they can get over on. And some, not all, you have some out there that is search for suckers and search for guys to take advantage of. And you can tell, you see it all the time when you see interviews, and you see, and it's happening more nowadays, even more than it used to. These young girls, they're betraying each other. That's the thing. I see it all the time. Oh yeah, I slept with your boyfriend, and then you're like, and what did they do? Oh, what's her name? Something, but I don't judge, right? I listen, but I don't judge. I saw a girl do that. I listen, but I don't judge. I slept with your man. I listen, but I don't judge. Oh, I slept with the guy you wanted. I listen, but I don't judge. Oh, the boyfriend you had 5 years ago, I was banging him for 2 months. Like, and you're like, wow. And then they're lying to a man. If they're lying about their friends, or they're lying to their friends behind their friends' back, imagine what they're doing to you.
My grandparents are a major exception to the rule. I know men cheat. They have a very traditional relationship. He paid for everything. He never, ever would go out without her unless it was a business meeting.
Was your grandma a traditional woman, it seems?
Yes.
Okay, do you think modern women today are traditional?
No.
So do they deserve traditional treatment from men?
No, but I think
exactly.
that, yeah.
I would argue most women in the United States are not traditional at all.
Yeah,
if you take a 21-year-old chick and a 21-year-old dude, the chick has way more bodies.
I agree.
Yeah. Do modern day women in the United States deserve traditional treatment when most of them are fairly promiscuous?
No, but there you go. I'm going to personalize it, and I believe I hold traditional values. And
are you a virgin?
No.
Okay.
Gotcha, bitch! But I hold traditional values doesn't mean...
Stop the cap!
Wow.
So you hold bodies too?
Yeah, you hold the traditional values that benefit you.
Don't you agree, Mr. Feather? Word.
That's what they do. Hold traditional values that benefit them. Like, you're supposed to take care of me. Like, my grandfather took care of my grandmother. Meanwhile, I racked up all these bodies after years. I can never, ever be solely yours. So you might as well choose a life of solitude. This is why old men are doing it. Old men have figured it out. Think about it. Old men have been around for so many years, and they hit a certain point and say, I need to do this alone. Because when you're alone, nobody should be completely lonely, right? I say you get a true, yes, I mean true Christian wife, Bible believing, faith based. I'm talking about to the letter, believing wife. You may be all right. Why? Because she understands the man is the leader of the household. A lady that understands I need to take heed to him because God said God said it when Eve sinned that you shall work for your man, like the work you do shall be for your man, and the man shall sweat from his brow for the rest of his life. But yes, he owns you. God said it, and you get a God believing woman, a Bible believing woman that believes that. No way you can go wrong.
I'm not the type of girl that be, I don't go out and you let a woman talk, you listening to them talk, like, okay, yeah, I be going out with my friend. You going out, huh? You said you don't go out there, but you don't say that. You just say, oh, you going out, huh? Oh, okay. Ain't nothing wrong with a woman going out, but I'm just saying. See, don't listen to a woman when they tell you about this dating advice. You know, I had a chick, man, who told me, you know, she was like, I was talking to this guy, and he stood next to this G-Wagon, and it wasn't even his. That's what got your ass, though. What got you was that G-Wagon. That's all it took for you to go. It wasn't just him enough. It was him standing next to that G-Wagon, and that took for you to go for him. Just like I like them big breasts and that big butt and that pretty face, I like that first before I want to get to know anything else. So I already know before you even want to get to know me, I know you want to see what I got, and I know you want to be at least somewhat attracted to me, but you're not gonna say that. But you want me to strip away the things that you find valuable and attractive in men, so I don't catch other hoes and you can catch all the bros. You see what I'm saying? It's all about leverage in this situation, fellas.
Yeah, see, things like that happen when you're dealing with the youngins. Whew. Them youngins that are hot and ready, sometimes they're actually hot and ready. And they're actually hot and ready, burning. So be careful. Strap up with everything. Because listen to what he said. That shows you need to take extra precaution. If you're going to play right, play smart, and play safe.
I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry. So many people are getting attacked. The children. They don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try everything, I promise.
Get out there. And you're in California, I believe. I don't know where do you live at? California? Go out there and start harboring some illegal immigrants. Start harboring. Turn into Harriet Tubman. Because this crying, it's not doing anything. I'm just being realistic. I know she has a heart. Boo-hoo. But start helping. That's what you can do.
Eminem has called out Selena Gomez for crying in her latest Instagram video where she broke down over people being deported. Selena uploaded and quickly removed an emotional video on her Instagram story while speaking about the deportation of Mexican people. On the now deleted story post, she was seen crying while saying, "I just want to say that I'm so sorry. All my people are getting attacked. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try everything, I promise." Not long after, she deleted the video after receiving backlash online. She then replaced it with a post saying, "Apparently it's not okay to show empathy for people," which was also deleted. For more context, the president has promised the biggest deportation in U.S. history since coming into power. The administration has expanded arrest priorities to include anyone in the country illegally. Back to Selena. After reposts of the video were quickly spread across Instagram showing her in distress, fans were quick to spot that Eminem had commented under one of the Instagram reposts of her viral video. In Eminem's comment, he said, "I just think sometimes these messages can't feel genuine coming from a billionaire." This left fans divided on how they also felt about her using her status and wealth to help out. One fan said, "Selena Gomez doesn't know what she's talking about. She's an obscenely wealthy entertainer. Crying again? She's either a great actress or she's completely delusional. delusional. I don't understand what's going on in her head. Another fan said, I love Selena, but the whole I'm sorry I can't do anything bit rings hollow. She's a billionaire with connections. She could do plenty. Posting a tearful selfie, then backtracking, makes it feel like she's more focused on looking woke than actually helping. One more fan said, I get why Selena would be sad, but I don't get why she thinks rules shouldn't be applied. It's sad, but we have to face reality here. She can help pay for them with her huge amount of money that she hoards. For this video's comment question, how would Selena's wealth be shared best to help in this situation?
Man, she could harbor so many. I'm not telling her to do it, but it's a lot you can do. The fact you said I can't do anything, it makes people pissed. But yeah, y'all, thank y'all for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, after you subscribe, be sure to hit that notification bell just to be sure you get my videos as soon as I release them. Thank y'all for watching. See you next video.